What's up, vapors? Thanks for checking out Daily Vape TV. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be taking a look at the T20s. Alright guys, so before we get into this video, I do have an announcement to make. I've got a giveaway for you guys. That's right, I've got this lovely blue Innokin ez.watt to give away, as well as this Innokin T20s as well. So all the details for that will be at the end of this video, so make sure you pay attention for those later on in this video. Are you a mouth-to-lung vapor? Are you looking for something portable and pocket-friendly? Well, look no further, we have the Innokin T20s. So before we continue on with this video, I do have to give a big shout out and thank you to the people over at Innokin for sending this thing my way for the purpose of making this video. Really do appreciate taking a look at all of their products. And with that being said, let's take a look online here to see which colors it comes in. It comes in black, blue, gray, purple, and red for the low price of $22 online, which is a steal if you ask me. If you're looking for a great little stocking stuffer for the vapor in your life, then definitely consider the T20s. Links will be right down there in the description below. But without further ado, let's go right down to the close-up view and take a better look at this thing. Alright guys, as you can see here, we've got the Endura T20s in its original box, so let's quickly take a look around the packaging and then talk about what's inside. So first and foremost, we have this lovely picture of the device right here on the front of the box. On the bottom, we have the Innokin logo. On the side, the Endura T20s logo. And on the side here, another Innokin logo. And on the back, we have the basic information, some warnings, what the box includes, a big blank space, some company information, and the UPC and scratch-off authentication thing. So there we go. Let's go ahead and slide this thing out real quick. And it has Endura T20s written there right on the cover of that as well. And on this side it says innovation inside. Yay! So taking a look under the hood here, we've got the actual unit itself. So let's just go ahead and take that out and put that off to the side real quick. We have an extra coil. This is the, I believe, yeah, this is a 0.8 ohm coil, so this device is capable of firing a sub-ohm coil, which is kind of exciting. And last piece here is the extra drip tip that it comes with. It's a single piece drip tip. It's all one piece of, looks like either plastic or Delrin, it's hard to tell. But yeah, this one you can't change out the actual drip tip on. So there you go. On this side here we have all of the accessories, so let's just go ahead and take that out. Let's just get rid of the box. Find out what we get in this package here. So, all right, well, I guess we'll start with our old friend, the micro USB cable. No big surprise there. I've got so many of those things, it's not even funny. And we have some spare O-rings, of course. We have an envelope here, so let's go ahead and take a peek, see what we get here. All right, well, all right, so yeah, warning and safety guide. So very wordy, you know, lots of languages, no big surprise. We have a nice big thick piece of card here. That is our warranty card. We have a battery safety guide as well, which is kind of a nice thing. And yeah, basically just shows, you know, what the do's and don'ts of batteries. And last but not least, actually, wait a minute. No, there's one more thing in there, which is the quick start guide. So that's kind of a handy little thing that they throw in the package there. So if you ever get lost, this is the thing that you want to have handy so that you can tell how to replace the coil, how to fill it up, and basically the breakdown of the whole unit there as well. And now, last but not least, we have some Innokin stickers as well. Innokin leading the way with the sticker game, and I definitely appreciate it. Alright, so let's talk about the specs. It's a simple one-button design, 510 threaded, 20.5mm diameter with a built-in 1500 milliamp hour battery. The maximum output wattage is 18 watts. The minimum resistance is 0.6 ohms. It has a 2 mil e-liquid capacity, a top-fill design with twist-off cap, dual airflow holes, prism airflow technology, tricolor LED battery life indicator, includes 2 Endura Prism S Canthal 0.8 ohm atomizer heads, which are capable of 16 to 18 watts. The black and stainless versions are available in the standard finish, and the red, gray, blue, and purple are available in a rubberized finish. And last but not least, it's charged with a micro USB, 5 volts at half an amp. Alright guys, so let's go over this thing top to bottom, starting with the T20s Prism tank. And I guess the first part we should talk about is the drip tip. It's a pawn style style drip tip, as you can see there. I'm sure a lot of you have used these in the past, and it's a very simple little Delrin. I believe that's made of Delrin, either Delrin or plastic. Either way, very comfortable to vape on. You can see the bore right down there, kind of a narrow bore meant for mouth to lung. Super comfortable with 2 little O-rings there at the bottom as well. That's what holds it into place, and it works really well. No complaints in that department whatsoever. Next thing, we can take off this little top cap section here to reveal the top part of the coil and the top lid here with another O-ring on it to prevent it from leaking at all. And there's the top piece of the coil there. As you can see, it is a vertical coil. Now we just put that back on as we take off the bottom section real quick. Bottom section, this is actually the thing that holds the coil into place with the airflow on there as well. Very small airflow holes, but it's dualed on the other side as well there, as you can see. Then you can just get the coil out by pulling it out like that. It kind of has these little notches on this side, as you can see here and here, that line the coil just right, so you just kind of pop that into place. But yeah, these coils, nothing really fancy or new. Innokin's had these coils around for a little while now, and they are sub-ohm. These are 0.8 ohm coils, so this device is a sub-ohm device. So let's just go ahead and pop that back into place. But of course, the 1.5 ohm coils, I believe they are also available as well. So there you go there. So moving on to the battery section of this device, as you can see up top here, you have the 510 connection. Then down here you have the only button on this device. That is what controls this whole thing. Surrounding it is a ring of LEDs, which actually shine when you turn the device on with 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3, and it goes red, yellow, green, which means it's on and ready to go. It's also your battery life indication as well. It has green, yellow, and red. Obviously, green's good to go, yellow is halfway, and red means you really got to get to the charger. So there you go. It's marked Endura T20s there. On the flip side of that, you have your micro USB port. That's where you're going to charge it. And that's pretty much it about this device, really. There's really not much else to talk about on there. So that's about all I had to talk about in this little close-up section of the T20s. Let's go back to the main screen, have a quick vape on this thing, and we'll talk about it some more. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the close-up section of this video. Now let's talk about my personal thoughts about this device, some pros, some cons, and whether or not it's worth purchasing. Starting off today with the pros, and my first pro is that you get really good flavor with this thing. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I mean, mouth-to-lung devices usually give you pretty darn good flavor just because it's that kind of low heat that brings out certain notes that get kind of killed off by higher temperatures, and when you're doing a cloud chucking sort of build, you don't really get to appreciate the flavor for long enough like you do with mouth-to-lung here. And that's just one thing that I absolutely love about this little system here. My second pro today is that you get excellent battery life with this device here. Honestly, I get all day out of it, and maybe sometimes I'll have to throw it on about an hour before I go to bed, but usually I'll use it as a pass-through and just kind of puff on it as I'm sitting at the computer editing videos or something like that. But with that, you get really, really good battery life with this one. My third pro today is mouth-to-lung goodness with this one here. Just like the T20 before it, you get an excellent mouth-to-lung draw with this one here. And I gotta say, in my personal opinion, I feel like mouth-to-lung is the way to go for smokers looking to quit cigarettes, and they're going to try vaping for their first time. They want something very, very similar, and something like this will definitely satisfy. And for my fourth and final pro for this device, speaking of satisfaction, you get that high nicotine satisfaction from this one here. Personally, I use it with 12 milligram regular nicotine or 25 milligram nicotine salt liquids, and I gotta say, I'm really happy with the performance with those types of liquids. I really like the throat hit that I get with the 12 milligram regular nicotine, but when I use the 25 milligram nicotine salts, I take about 3 to 4 pulls and I am all set. So I just put it right back in my pocket and I'm good for a few minutes. So with that, for those people out there that like a bit of throat hit, this is definitely going to be the device for you. And moving on to some cons, my first con is that you can't change a coil out when you have juice in the tank. Now, as I said in the ez.watt video, you can't change that coil out if you have any juice in there. You have to just suffer through it or dump that juice out in order to change your coil. So that kind of sucks if you're on a budget. You know, some people out there can't afford a lot of juice, and wasting a couple mils at a time is definitely going to be a detracting factor to this one. And my second and final con for this device is no cap whatsoever. Yeah, they ended up ditching that idea for this version of the the T20, and I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed because I feel like they had something going on with that cap idea. I like the little space saver at the bottom. You could just click it on the bottom there, and it made a nice little rubberized bottom piece as well. So I really wish they just retooled it and came out with a better system for the cap instead of just ditching it altogether. But instead, you're just left with this sort of tube style device with no protection for your drip tip. So at the end of the day, is this device worth purchasing? Would I go out of my way to pick one of these up if I didn't get this one for a review? And I'm going to say yes, but merely for the price factor. Honestly, this is one of those devices where I wouldn't mind picking up a couple extra just to give out to my friends that are smoking and just to try to get them to convert over to vaping. Just because they're so inexpensive, I figure why the hell not? Honestly, this is a great little starter kit for anybody to use. It's super, super easy. 3 clicks on and off, press and hold to fire. You really just can't go wrong with that sort of system there. So if you guys want to pick one of these up for yourself, then I'll put links right down there in the description below. All right, guys, I'm sure you're all wondering how you get involved with this giveaway. Well, first of all, let me start off by saying all of the official rules are right down there in the description below. Make sure you read through them carefully because there will be a few things that I'm going to skip over in this video section here. And with that, all you have to do to get involved is 1, be subscribed to my channel, 2, like this video, 3, send an email to dailyvapetv@gmail.com with the subject line Innokin giveaway and the body text being your choice of either the T20s or the ez.watt. So only 1 entry per person, please. I will be disqualifying people that email me twice, so make sure you make it very clear in the body section of your email whether you want the T20s or the ez.watt. So there you go. That's all you have to do to get involved. Make sure you read the full details right down there in the description below. So that about does it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget to click that notification bell right next to the subscribe button if you want to be alerted whenever I upload videos. Big shout out to you guys in the notification squad for getting here early. Also, leave me some comments in the box below. I'd love to hear your thoughts all about the T20s or anything else you guys want to discuss down there. Also, check out the advocacy and my social media links right down there in the description below. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and as always, vape on!